Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I make art videos, and for today's video I am working on a coloured pencil drawing of a rose. And I decided to draw a rose for this week's video just because I think flowers are very beautiful and I like drawing them if I'm going to be working on a still life, and I came across this one image and I thought the colours were just really interesting and I wanted to play around with that with my coloured pencils. So I am using my Faber-Castell Polychromos for this piece on some Canson drawing paper. So hopefully you enjoy the video. I start this piece by mapping out my darker areas and the lighter areas, and I'm using colours that I want to be using in the end result. So I'm using a dark red for the dark areas and a light yellow for the light areas. And I'm also only using a really light hand for this. I want the layer to be really thin, nothing too dark, so that we can layer on top of it later. Once I'm happy with the first layer, then it's time to go in with some more detail, and for this piece I started at the kind of center part of the rose where the areas are a bit smaller, and for this piece I found it easier to kind of look at each individual shape and look at the colors in that one area rather than trying to think of it as, you know, a rose as the whole thing. You look at each different section, so each different petal, and then color in that one section. The colors on this rose are really beautiful, so I was using a range of reds and yellows and even like a dark red that was almost a bit purpley. And for this piece, the kind of edges of the petals were a dark red and the lower areas were a lighter yellow, and this was really fun to play around with. And then in some areas I would use my white pencil to press a lot harder on top to kind of give it that shiny finish and to blend the colors a bit more, whereas in some dark areas I would do that same thing but with the darker color instead of the white. The white helps to kind of, you know, lighten some areas if you need to, and to just blend the colors a bit more. You may also notice that I'm working my way from the top left area of the piece down to the bottom right area of the piece, and that's because I'm right-handed, and this will stop you from smudging your work too much. I do end up smudging little bits here and there, but this does make it a lot easier, and especially for this piece it worked well because the center of the rose is, you know, towards the top left, so I was able to kind of work from where I wanted to start and then further down. If you're left-handed, then it'd be wise to work top right and then down. Obviously this doesn't work in all cases, but it definitely does help if you can work this way. before I show you the finished piece, I do want to remind you all that I am on Patreon. So if you'd like to support me over there, you can at patreon.com/MXMarie. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel either. That way you won't miss any of my videos, and make sure you click on that bell as well. I've heard of people not seeing my videos even though they're subscribed, so make sure you've clicked that so that you're actually getting notified when I upload a new video. And I think that's all from me today. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all next time.